Well, hello everybody on YouTube. Tonight's video is called Things That I Love About Colombia. Now, the things that I love about Colombia are the people, the way they treat each other amongst themselves, and the way they treat you as an American tourist or a tourist from any part of the world. They treat you as if you were one of them, and that to me is priceless because you don't get to see that in many countries. Now, another thing that I love about Colombia is basically the culture. The people of Colombia are very family oriented. You know what I mean? Places like Medellin, Pereira, Cali, and other parts of Colombia. But another thing that I love about Colombia is basically that all year round you have festival days, and you don't get to see that in any part of the world. You know what I mean? All year round, you know what I mean? It's just unbelievable. The weather there is always perfect. If you wanted to kind of like be like, you know what I mean, really foggy and rainy, then you could go to Bogota. If you wanted to like rain maybe one day and then be sun the next day, you know what I mean, I would strongly recommend places like Pereira, Colombia, and Medellin, Colombia. Now, another thing that I love about Colombia is the food. The food there is absolutely good. It's delicious. Now we have el caldo de mondongo, we have caldo de sancocho, we have the most infamous and famous bandeja paisa. The bandeja paisa is a traditional plate of Medellin. Okay, it basically comes with, on the bottom you have rice, you have egg on top, you have a piece of avocado, you have beans, you have a strip of basically banana, you have pork, and you have morcilla, and on top of that you have an arepa. So basically that is a nice size plate. But what I would recommend is that if you go there, you not eat breakfast, so that way when lunchtime comes around, you eat it casually, you know what I mean, watching your little program on TV and enjoying the beautiful women as they pass you by. Now, honestly, the truth, all year round you have, like, you know what I mean, beautiful seasons. And if you guys are planning on going to Medellin, I mean, you can go in La Feria de las Flores, which is during August 3rd, August 4th. You know what I mean? They have people that are very important from different parts that are, you know what I mean, singing in Medellin, and they have all kinds of concerts. And basically, it's the traditional thing with the flowers of Medellin. You know what I mean? The campesinos, they make these big old things, you know what I mean, made out of flowers. And, you know what I mean, there's lots of things to do there. Now, during December, if you are going, I would recommend that basically you start buying your tickets now, so that way during December time, you know what I mean, you're taken care of, and that way, you know what I mean, you get to Medellin on time. Because I'm telling you this much, you got people from all over the world flocking to Medellin, Colombia, for the simple fact that during the holidays, during December, it gets ram packed. Okay, basically all of Medellin is lit up with Christmas lights, and that is a very unbelievable scene. Beautiful women, you have Colombian artists, you know what I mean, that are constantly coming and going, and you have all types of activity, you know what I mean. Now, another important factor is the women. The women are not only beautiful from the outside, but they're beautiful from within. Now, I mean, here in the United States, we have a lot of beautiful women, but I'm going to be totally honest with you. The girls that are worthwhile, you know what I mean, the girls that are keepers, they're with basically guys that have nothing to offer them, you know what I mean. They're with basically nobodies, you know what I mean. And it's sad, you know what I mean, that, you know what I mean, when you want to be with somebody, it's always mind games and nothing but trickery. So, you know what I mean, I've been with couples here, but, you know what I mean, it's just, it's not like how it used to be, you know what I mean. Everything is more materialistic wise. And in Colombia, yeah, you have a couple of females that are like that, but for the most part, you know what I mean, you have a lot of women out there that are keepers, that they wake up every day in the morning, that they basically want to better their lives, they want to be more productive, and they want to stable their life with somebody who's looking for something serious. Now, it all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking just to be with prostitutes, then hey, go on and do your thing. But if you're going out there and you happen to run into a girl that's really worth your time, you know what I mean, don't do her dirty, you know what I mean? Don't do her dirty, because you know what I mean, these females, You know what I mean? They'll show you around, you know what I mean? They'll really take a liking into you. And, you know what I mean? They're looking for something serious. You can always tell off top the females that are just trying to like mess around and just, you know what I mean, get a couple of bucks from you, you know what I mean? You could always see that. It's off top. They'll start asking you questions and they'll start engaging in kind of conversation and they'll start talking to you like, ay, amor, and amor this, and you know what I mean? You can always pick up on it right away. And they'll start asking you off top, you know what I mean, to buy them things. So, you know what I mean? You could always tell. And the women that are not like that, they won't ask you for a dime. They could be basically starving or going through a hard time, and they will not ask you for a dime for the sole fact that these paisa women in Medellin have a lot of pride. So, for those guys out there, you know what I mean, with all due respect, you know what I mean, please have some self-respect. If you find a good, you know what I mean, working girl that's, you know what I mean, a home girl, and you know what I mean, she's doing something right, and you can tell she's home material, you know what I mean, treat her right, you know what I mean. You guys can go out to eat, there's movie theater, there's basically anything you want to do there. So those are the things that I love about Colombia. And you know, and there's just something very special about Medellin. There's something there, you know what I mean. It has that kind of like that old school touch, you know what I mean? In different parts of Colombia, you get different types of vibes. But in Medellin, the structure, you know what I mean? The structure there is very much, you know what I mean, alive in many ways, you know what I mean? And just the way the mountains of Albura, El Valle Albura, how it just lights up when the sun is coming down. And you could just see all the neighborhoods of Medellin light up, you know what I mean? That's just a beautiful thing. And I strongly recommend that if you guys are going out there, you won't regret it. You know what I mean? Don't think about it too much. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much done with this video for tonight. If you guys like the video, please make sure to give the video a thumbs like. Please make sure to subscribe to my page. And thank you guys for all the love and support. Good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.